Hello, everyone. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the new character called the Slam Bam. Yes, he's a different counterpart to the all one that we all know, Smasher. Yeah. Oops, sorry. So Smasher and Slam Bam were born from two different families. But we already, if you want me to do, like, go into his universe, let me know. I'll probably do it in the next video. Probably. Depends. So, yeah. But now this is Slam Bams. We're entering through the world through of mystery and terror. So, yeah. I kind of made Slam Bam M a reason why he has the. It's a boy. He has like brown hair. Is because I didn't want to make him look like his mother's. Because look at her hair color. It looks like the same color as her skin. I don't want that. So I'm just trying to, be not closely resembles it. Yeah. So, in this alternate timeline, Mountain Lady got married and had a kid. She names it after one of her favorite attacks from some random. It was before Zuko Midoriya. It was about almost the same age as Lady Nagan. Yeah. Young's age. The actually, she's like that, but she gave birth to who? The like when he was 3 years old, gave her such good memories of her. But then yeah, but then when 4 years old, they went to a quirk doctor, and the quirk doctor told her that he was quirkless. It terrified her, sending her a bad reputation. You know what she did? She abandoned him. Mm. But, they didn't know that Slam Bam is the most powerfulest person in the world. He has infinity. He has zero. He does have a quirk, but he hid it away from, or he didn't realize that he was hiding his own quirk. And his quirk was the telepathic, like, bigness. Or, yeah. So, more telepath, he, like, is around, the bigger he gets. Like, he could be like size from mountain ladies as human form, like small form, to absolute. Hold on. Give me a moment. Sorry. To being a. Where is it? Where is it? I'm maybe blind, but I'm not. So, yeah. And he was like. I can't tell. Maybe slow down a bit. Oh, here it is. So, yeah. He goes from a small size to absolute big size. Because if he's near telepaths or people with giant quirks, like their powers, like if he was near his mother and she uses her like size thing, she can do it to herself, but with his, he can also, or her quirk is boosting him too. So basically, he can become really big. So yeah, and one of the members, let's say her, found him. And when she did the blood testing, they were shocked. They found was the most powerfulest person in the entire universe, multiverse, everything. So, order to keep him. So, he basically is an assassin. He got the same thing as Lady Nangan of like kill, 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 kind. Kill all the villains. As, yeah. He basically slaughtered as he basically was so powerful and so focused on Lincoln that the government tells him or tells themselves that he should have like friends to keep him company. It's not like Lady in the Gun, hun. Remember that incident? Yes. We will make sure that he enough attention from as yeah, and his rank of being a pro hero thing is tripled. Like his reputation of being a number 0 hero. Yeah. Is like, yeah. It's scary. I know. But it's at the same time, you could think about it. It makes me laugh. There's nothing go beyond 1. But 0, man, it's just so funny. So he basically can predict the opponent's every move. And he's also, because he actually used powers of. So yeah. So she basically got hired to be on a team with Hawks. And of course, then this is a new guy. As they're like, who's this new guy? Hmm? Yeah, is he like some, like, as he looks at them, like, huh. I won't be laughing if I was you. We're looking at the number 0 hero. Giannis. Type hero. As they like you'll be working with him. Treat him as family. Okay? As your one mission is to kill, let's say, some random like villain that had nuclear facility thing, like nuclear bombs. You take care of them. As he says, sure. It will be the pleasure. Oh, you will exceed. He basically, you must be serious. You're sending, you'll be surprised how powerful he really gets. As he's like, basically, when they arrive, he does like these percentages, depends on how much power he outputs. Like 1 in 5 is like his weakest ones, but 50 to absolute 99999. That's 5 9%, not 95, but 9 in, or no, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 99999. Yeah. Percent. Yeah, he's basically the powerfulest one. So, yeah. Plus, he goes beyond that. He could destroy the world. As he's like, ready to do this. As they're like, heck yeah, let's do it. As they they put their hands on him, like on his shoulders, and he says that 150%. As the time rolls around them, as they move around freely, like they just like walk around, they beat the bad guys around. As she's asking him, or she asked him, where is this place? This is what I see when it's at 150%. It's the everything around me that is like we were entered into the stop time thing. So that they walked around and like he basically killed 130,000 villains with enough momentum as he's like, there's a main boss of it. As they're like, as she gets reminded, like, of herself when she sees herself in him. Like how cruel he or how she was. Liz? Yeah. It terrifies her how, as he's like, because they like brainwashed him to basically do what they asked him to do. Yeah. As they as he pulls out like he handcuffs them and then he puts them, yeah, as he disables the nuclear bomb, and yeah. So yeah, they have been a team since after they all met. It was an awesome team. As yeah, they had their laughs, or he, he's so like serious that even she could see him or see herself side of him. So yeah, come on, let's come on, just have a giggle with us, okay? Fine. As he walks, as they were like, as in his bedroom, they saw like how they didn't even realize that he does more research on every villain that he encountered. Like from, and plus there's a kill count thing. It said 1 billion%. Or, yeah. As when they saw it, they were like, oh boy. Hey, he's started the kill count things. Man, 1 billion? Man. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. And yeah, so they were like, holy crap, this kid's insane. He kills more people than both of us put together. As he looks at, they're like, why are you in my room? Or, and they're like, well, he thought you were sleeping, but no, I was grabbing a cup of coffee. As I went into your both bedrooms and see if you two were awake. And I even got you both a cup of coffee. And so Hawks told her that, and she says, this is troubling some. We created a new personality that only kills villains that are not equivalent to it. Yeah. And the rest of them are like, holy crap. Okay, so what should we do? Well, he is the most powerfulest one. By straight up killing him is foolish. As, yeah. As, so yeah. They basically, so then, and for rest of you to know, this is like a side thing. So now they have been doing this for a long time, working together, being partners. But then it was like way longer as leading the gun actually walked over and told him this is what she said. You and I should go on a date thing. So yeah. As he says, sure. As yeah. He basically, of course, she asked him that. As they both were dating. Through the, like, all the way to Camp Park. Or not Camp Park, Sports Festival Arc. And then she decides it's to, oh, like, she, like, did that as she tells him as this is what she said. Do you want to go and married? That's what she said to him. As he says, sure. As They did it secretly so that, and plus, only people that do know is the government. Just the government knows. So, yeah. So she's basically, I don't know what Slam Bam's last name is, but Lady Nagan would be called, like, yeah. So, but now the Cam Park, or Radar, all for one versus All Might. Then, like All for One versus All Might. It was similar to Canon, but All for One, or All Might's down, but not out. As All for One shoots a beam of light, but he steps in, he absorbs that blast because of his zero. As, yeah. As he sees, like, he literally knew that Zuko and rest of them had a plan to take has their comrade out of danger, like fiery danger. As he says, huh, they're pretty smart fellas. As he's, so he looks at All Might and says, the students are sure as smarter than they look. So yeah, and so he, as All for One says, who the heck are you? Or actually, you must be Slam Bam, aren't you? Usually I do this thing, like, have it pronounced to you, but I'm, like, trying to figure that part out. This is what it is.
Slam Bam Takayama.
Yeah.
Slam Bam Takayama.
Yeah. That's his full name. Yeah. And he knows that, and from his own birth. And when she regained consciousness, when she heard her son's name, or actually, but his hero name is Slam. Yeah. That's his name. And, man, he says to All for One, what is yours problem? As he looks at him with cold, dead eyes, like what he has, as All for One says, you do have a quirk, but it's similar, almost similar to your mother's. It's a quirk that allows you to basically become super bigger than your own mother. It's quirk. as he's hanged around with. Yeah. As when she heard, or when she heard her own son's like voice, is as I'll wrap this up before. As Lady Nagan and Hawks, or actually Hawks told Lady or them that they'll do the rest, like clean up the Nomus. You'll just deal with the All for One on it. As he goes toe to toe with All for One, like battling against All for One. As he says, as he used his own power of fire. So he basically used, the same techniques as he's roaring at everything. He used every power at his disposal. Yeah, this is what he looks like. As as everyone that saw his power, they knew, or All for One knew, that he's in deep crud. So yeah. So he's basically, and that, or even Bunny Girls is like every, and plus, it's a funny thing, during all that time, she or Mountain Lady, should I say, had another kid. And she has the same quirk as her mother and her father. But she doesn't know that her own, she has a brother. Yeah. That, of course, he says, as Mountain Lady was number 22 or 23, but her son is number 0 in the pro rankings. Basically, he's really top of a food chain. He passed All Might and Endeavor. So technically he'd be number 1 hero. So yeah. Then when he used attacks more and more, brutal. As he says this, 50%. As All for One. It was just All for One that stopped. As he do rapid attacks. That, yeah. When he did it, of course, she knows what's going on. there's always a timer for him, like seconds. So yeah, like 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. It's counting down. Every time he uses 50%, it just happens. Yeah. So he's basically, as Mountain Lady's, like, she sees her own son and is like, they didn't, or she didn't realize that he stopped time, so he's basically is like punching the sculpture. But then when Hawks told her that, oh, he's punching the snot out of him, and he's done for. You know why? As everybody's like looking at her, says why? Because he's the one that has enough power to destroy us all if he wanted to. As he walks away, stumps his fingers as it's counting down. And yeah. As he picks up All Might and the citizen, as All Might's like wondering, usually it takes 30 seconds for the effects to wear off. So basically, yeah. He goes like, yeah. He went all like Super Saiyan on him. And yeah. All for One's entire body exploded. As everyone is horrified. They can even imagine how powerful this crazy, yeah. As he's combing the back of his hair, as she's like saw that, as he looks up, as he's like done completely, as he's walking and picking up his own mother, yeah, and like puts her on his back and carried her to the ambulance, laid her on the, yeah, and yeah, but she loves him no matter what. So yeah. Plus, they didn't even have to lift a finger because of, and she has a little chalkboard thing, or like whiteboard, and 1,000,000,000 then one, and that's funny. Yeah. So yeah. And then when time skipped to about not very long, Mountain Lady healed up as she heard her own son's voice through her unconscious head. And then when the government told her, or when she was in her citizen outfit, she asked him, or she asked them, who was that kid? Or how's my son doing? The one that you abandoned? He's great. Hey. And when the doctor should just told you before that he wasn't quirkless. He actually did have a quirk, but that doesn't concern us. But his power does. As she says, what do you mean? In power. Well, we found the young lad that your son contains a special quirk called Infinity and Zero. So basically, both of them is keeping him powerful enough. But when we checked the quirks, or his power, he has 2 quirks now. And they fuse together. As, of course, she asked him, so she asked them back, or to have him back. Yeah, as you may. So they undid the brainwash thing, as he still remembers. Yeah. So she's basically she has a kid that has the same powers as her mother or her father, but quirks are or same thing as her. One of them was hers, snipe, and all that stuff. So yeah, she kind of looked like a younger and more a same hair color as her mother, but it's just one little kid. As she is, she hangs out with him, and his record for being a number or they released what his pro hero thing is, as when everyone saw it, they were stunned. Slam was the number 0 hero of the entire century. beating All Might and Endeavor. As Endeavor's upset, All Might's upset. And so Mountain Lady took her son back to her house and introduced to his little sister, and they start hanging out, and then all this shenanigans. Basically he's a toughest one. Plus he does all the and Lady Gun is at their new place, and they are raising two. They actually, instead of one child, they had 3 childs, which is you think that's scary? I think that's just hilarious to me. But seriously, why am I doing this? That's part's easy. But there is one thing. He's immortal, and he never actually ages. He actually ages. He could be looks like he's 20 years old age, like you and me, you audience and me. He could be the same age as him, but he's 2,000 year old, 2 bazillion years old. You think that's crazy? I think that's loop-de-loop and pole kind. So and if you want me to do the what if smasher, hit that like button, and if this video gets 1 or more likes, 1 or 2 likes, then I'll start uploading it. 3 or 4 is to get the duellogs to duel me in custom card duel. Okay? And so or 5 and 6 will probably be what if Power Rangers things. I hope that hit this video to that number, so I start doing that. But it's your choice. I'm not pushing you. So, bye.